K-pop time, Baby Monster, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Review Season 10. This is the Christmas Countdown Marathon, guys. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a good episode for you today because we're covering a really good K-pop group that I absolutely love talking about. Releases some of the best music that I've heard. Also, I am going to say this, guys. I am in a location that sounds a little bit different than what I'm usually recording in. It was like last episode. This is the same day. Just the weather is just a little fucked up outside, so I am staying inside today. And we're reviewing Baby Monster, which I've been very excited to talk about. I've been talking about Baby Monster for quite a bit now, honestly. This group just has so much to it. Some banger songs, they always come out, and they dropped a new song, it's actually called, if I can, my phone will start working, is Love in My Heart, which is their new song that dropped. It just, I was on Twitter one day, scrolling as I usually do, and then I see, boom, Baby Monster, right there, it drops a new song, and this song literally just came out, and you know what, I was like, hey, let's do a review on it, guys. As y'all know, I did have something lined up for Monday before. It was going to be KSI, but we can save KSI for Tuesday night. So let's talk about Baby Monster, guys. Love in My Heart. I got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Starting off with number one, let's talk about that beat. Now, this is the typical kind of pop beat. When I talk about pop beats, this is definitely one of those that definitely fall in that category. Simple guitar, simple kind of pop instrumental beat here, but I do like the background elements. I also do like those background vocals too on this song too. So, basic beat. But I will say, a basic beat, if it's done right, is done right. I will say this is a little generic, in my opinion, but I think it works, and I also think it really just matches this whole kind of vibe, this kind of road trip vibe. This beat gives me road trip vibes. 110 gosh darn dang percent. This beat's like if your grandma cooked a homemade pot pie, or you fucking fell in a hole, and then your best friend saved you, and then you hopped into a crazy van and went on to a crazy acid trip inducive road trip, and then you ended up in the goddamn woods, and now you are out here stuck reviewing music reviews for the rest of your goddamn life. Well, I really enjoyed this beat. I love this beat, actually. The pop beat just absolutely comes together here. Absolutely sounds goddamn fire. And overall, I will say, guys, when I talk about Baby Monster, they have such unique production. This is kind of taking the more kind of chill approach on the production, which I honestly really goddamn enjoy, and honestly, it really comes to goddamn together. So, when I'm talking about these tracks, I'm talking about these goddamn beats, I really love that, this is kind of simple, it's kind of chill, it's kind of bedroom pop, kind of pop. But it also, has elements of that kind of 2010, 2000s kind of pop vibes here, which I think is often missed these days. So if you're feeling really nostalgic for that, this song will definitely have it. But there are some K-pop elements in this track too. So, overall, I will say the production is pretty decent, pretty good. And it gets the job done. Sure, it's a little goddamn generic. Sure, it is the kind of basic pop formula, but honestly, guys, if you can do it right, if you can always, take something and make something out of it and make something really goddamn good, hey, you fucking win right there. So, overall, guys, I really goddamn enjoy the production. Now, my next point. Now, when we're talking about the first verse, how am I feeling in the beginning? I will say, did I really mess with the vocals in the beginning? Not really. The singing was kind of okay. But to be honest with you, the first verse, the flow of the singing just honestly didn't really do it for me that much, guys. And honestly, it's the only real negative about this song. The pop beat's not negative at all. But I will say this first verse doesn't just really land for me. I just don't really like the singing. Don't really like the flow either. The transitions to different members in the first verse is kind of awkward in my humble gosh darn dang opinion. So I'm not really feeling the first verse in my opinion. But when we pick it up with the hook, which my next point, that hook slaps. I think the hook slaps. You could call this like kind of like that kind of campy kind of pop type hook. But I'm not going to give it that title because I absolutely think this song fucking hits. And I think this hook really fucking hits. That the singing, the flow of this singing, guys, the background vocals of this hook, as these members are kind of trading off, singing each part. I mean, goddamn. Talking about amazing fucking hook that just absolutely goes crazy. And then, guys, my next point. The rap verse. You know, usually I knock rap verses, but I think this rap verse actually works pretty well. Actually sounds really fucking good. And absolutely goes goddamn hard. So, I mean, overall, guys, everything here, I mean, the production was pretty okay. First verse I didn't really care too much for. But that second verse was really good. That hook was really good. That rap verse was really good. And overall, I will say Baby Monster, Love in My Heart is an absolute banger song. If you want a more kind of traditional, kind of older, kind of pop song vibe, I think this song absolutely hits. And I'm overall going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Tuesday, KSI. We're going to be talking about him. And I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Bye.